Hello everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Just to let you know I'm sick, uh, and I have a lozenge in my mouth, so if I sound a little weird, I'm sorry. I apologize. Anyway, in the last episode, we got Dahlia Hawthorne to admit that it was her. And she was explaining everything that happened and her motivations, which is basically just she went along with Morgan's plan because she wanted to get revenge on Mia. And she figured since Mia's dead, what better way to get revenge than to kill Mia's beloved sister, Maya? Stupid, crazy Dahlia. So we left off with the fact that they announced that they got Iris out of the sacred cavern, which means Maya's not there. So now we're all like, oh my god, is Maya dead? I really don't know what's gonna happen next. Actually, I do. But anyway, let's continue on.
It seems that this case has come to an end. A tragic end.
No! Maya!
Sadly, it appears the killer of Elise Donim, also known as Misty Fey, was her own daughter, Maya Fey. Overcome with guilt for what she had done, Maya Fey jumped to her death into the raging waters of the Eagle River.
It can't be. Ha! Why are you laughing, bro?
Trite. Have you ever heard this one?
Dude, I don't want to hear your BS right now.
Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Even Sherlock Holmes has said that.
No matter how improbable it may seem.
What is that supposed to mean, Prosecutor Godot?
According to this witness, Maya Fey threw herself into the Eagle River. However, is that really the truth?
Ah, so you're not being a douche for once.
Remember, this woman testified earlier that the bridge was already on fire when the murder was taking place in the garden. Which means, if Maya had thrown herself into the river, it must have been from the inner temple side, near the bridge.
That's right. That's where she jumped from. Oh god, my Dahlia voice is gonna suck today. Oh, I'm so sorry.
But that's impossible. It's impossible to jump into the river from there.
What?
Don't get your panties all twisted up, Trite.
And Phoenix is like, wait, how'd you know I wear panties?
Just relax and think through the whole thing again.
So it's impossible. Maya couldn't have thrown herself into the Eagle River?
Well, Mr. Wright, Miss Hawthorne claims Miss Fey threw herself into the river from the inner temple side. Do you have any evidence that refutes this claim?
Godot just helped us, actually. I think this is the one that would work. Because look at this map. If she's throwing herself off from that little white spot, the little dot, she wouldn't land in the river. She would land on that brown area, the actual mountainside. It's impossible to jump into the Eagle River from the inner temple side. No one knows that better than this witness.
What did you say?
11 years ago, you jumped into the very same river. Just take a look at this overhead map. As you can see, below the cliff on the inner temple side is a big rock shelf.
Oh, oh, you're right.
She wouldn't have reached the river if she had jumped off from there. In other words, if she had jumped, we should be able to see her body in this photo.
In that photo? I don't know.
Ha! So you finally figured it out.
You! No! Ooh, that hurt. That hurt my throat.
Order, order.
You're just playing with me. Ugh, God. Ugh, how am I gonna do this? Maya Faye's body is at the bottom of the Eagle River. There's nowhere else she could possibly be hiding.
Miss Hawthorne, have you ever heard this one before? Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
Dude, why are you copying Godot now? Yes, just a few minutes ago, you dumbass.
Maya Fey wasn't inside the sacred cavern. We now know that she didn't throw herself into the Eagle River. Correct. That eliminates all the most likely possibilities. Now, although it seems improbable, there's still one other place she could be.
What? What is this one possibility you are talking about?
That's obviously a bluff. So, where is her dead body then?
Finally, I think the pieces are falling into place. Normally the living have no way to punish the dead. But I think there is a way to give Dahlia Hawthorne the ultimate punishment.
Ooh! Whip time!
Get her! Get her! Shall I tell you, Miss Hawthorne? Shall I tell you where Maya is this very instant? Maya Fey is
In the inner temple, Kazakura temple,
in this very courtroom. Dun dun dun! There's only one possibility left. Namely, she's right here in this very courtroom.
What?
Maya Fey is here.
You say she's here in my courtroom.
Wait, Godot, why are you surprised? I thought you were kind of leading us down this path.
Dahlia Hawthorne, I seem to recall that you said I had misunderstood one thing, you see.
So what?
But I think there's one more thing you misunderstood.
What do you mean?
Tell me something. At this very moment, who is channeling Dahlia Hawthorne?
Why that's obvious. It's Pearl Fay, that pathetic little sniveling runt.
Rude!
You deserve to die. Oh wait, you're already dead. Never mind.
You're wrong. Pearl's tried, but she couldn't do it.
Yeah, she said she's never failed, but this is the first time it's happened. Explanation would be if someone else was already channeling the same spirit. Aha! Someone called me before Pearl did. But who?
Pearls even tried again on the day after the crime, but she couldn't do it. What could that mean? I think the truth is becoming clearer to you right about now. Am I correct?
Ah!
It wasn't Pearls that channeled you. There was someone who called you before she could.
Which is very ingenious, honestly. You can't kill someone if you're in their body. Ah!
This is an easy one. Pearls couldn't do it, and Misty Fey is gone. There's only one possibility left.
Come on already. I can't stand the tension. Darn these games and dragging things out.
Poor Judge. He's representing all of us, isn't he? Dahlia Hawthorne, the person channeling you right now must be Maya Fey.
What? What?
But how could that be? Remember what this witness Dahlia Hawthorne said about her goal.
She said that her goal was to kill Maya Fey.
Yes, that's right. But if Maya channeled the spirit of someone that was trying to kill her...
Ah! Well, Gramps, what would happen?
Could it be?
It looks like you finally understand, Your Honor.
Well, I don't. What are you going on about?
What I'm going on about is the reason Maya channeled you. And there's only one reason. To protect herself from you.
To protect herself from me?
Yes. On the night of the crime, you were only interested in one thing. Killing Maya Fey. The path to the inner temple was closed off and there was nowhere for her to run. So then the problem became, where would be the safest place to hide?
You mean that's when she channeled me?
All along you thought you had been channeled by pearls. That's why it never occurred to you that Maya's hiding place was you.
No! No! Don't say that!
Ooh.
You're saying that I was played for a fool by that little whelp? Maya Fey killed herself. Isn't it obvious?
Oof. Of all episodes for me to be sick, it had to be this one. Sorry, but no. It would have been impossible for her to jump into the Eagle River. This was the only avenue of escape open to Maya. The only way that Maya could disappear from the inner temple.
I don't believe you. A stupid little girl like that, who has never been out in the real world. She could never have come up with a plan like that. Who could have ever given her such a brilliant idea?
Well,
Me, of course.
yes! Mia! Yeah! You go, Mia! Best moment to appear. I wonder what happened. Like, why did Pearls decide to channel Mia at that moment? Or was Mia able to say, hey, can I borrow your body for a bit? Like, I just am curious. I thought that the person who's channeling the spirit had to actively want to channel that person? What made her decide to have Mia inside her? Anyway, it's perfect timing though, Pearls, so thank you.
Mia Fey! It's been a long time, Dahlia Hawthorne.
You go, Mia. Ooh, I love you. Here we go. Ultimate showdown. Ooh, Godot. That reaction again. So it's true. It was you.
Yes.
Ha! Here's something else.
But what? What are you doing here?
That hair. It's Pearls, right? Yeah, the hair is the giveaway.
Tell me something, Dahlia. I want you to think back to that night one more time. You had just cornered Maya in the inner temple's garden, and then, in the final moments of the fight, you lost consciousness. I was stabbed by Maya Fey! Actually, Maya lost consciousness at the same time as you. Wait, what?
She did.
Not terribly surprising, since she was about to be killed.
When she woke up, she was in the training hall. That's when Maya decided she needed help, so she channeled me. She explained in a memo the situation she was in. She asked me what I thought she should do. Ah.
She did that? I can't believe it.
Of course, I didn't have all the details, but one thing was perfectly clear.
And that was...
I knew that you couldn't be allowed to wander free.
Free? What do you mean?
It was a race against time, so I wrote down 2 things that Maya had to do. Channel Dahlia Hawthorne as soon as possible, and lock herself in the sacred cavern until help arrived. Oh, man, Mia, you're smart. So she was the one who actually put that first lock there. Okay.
So it was Maya who put that lock on there.
Yes, but why did you order her to do those 2 things?
If she hadn't done it, Dahlia Hawthorne would have been channeled by someone else. By one Pearl Fay.
Pearls?
Yes, Pearl didn't properly understand the plan. So all she was trying to do was follow her mother, Morgan Fay's instructions. If she had succeeded in channeling Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit, things would have turned out very badly, to put it mildly.
She's so smart, Mia. Damn. So that's how it was. Dahlia Hawthorne would have used the body of Pearl Fay to kill Maya at all costs.
Yes, it certainly sounds like that was the intent all along.
How dare you! I won't forget this.
Why not just admit it, Dahlia Hawthorne? Your little plan was nothing but a big failure.
Yes, another failure to add to the pile of shame, wouldn't you say?
Ooh, look at Mia. Ooh, burning her. Nice.
What do you mean by another?
Think about it, Dahlia. Remember all your past crimes. Not a single one of them was a success. They all ended in failure.
What? How dare you!
11 years ago. The fake kidnapping. Your very first crime. You got your hands on a $2 million diamond, but... after Terry Falls escaped and went to meet with Valerie Hawthorne, the truth was exposed.
Shut your mouth! That wasn't my fault! It was because of that stupid oaf of a prisoner and that weakling of a policewoman.
And then, 1 year later, you tried to kill me. Well, I'm still alive, but... Poor Doug Swallow. You wound up killing someone else. As a result, you were sentenced to death. It's one stupid move after another for you, but it's no longer funny.
You! Wipe that smug, happy-go-lucky smile off your face!
And now this. You've messed up again. You let Maya Fay escape, even though she was right there in front of you.
Mia Faye! Mia Faye! Mia Faye! Mia Faye! You spinster! I was supposed to kill Maya Faye like I swore I would. And if only you had gotten this spiky-haired jerk the guilty verdict, I wouldn't have been hanged to death.
True. But I think you finally understand, Dahlia Hawthorne. You will never defeat me.
Ooh, she's cold as ice. Mia, such a bae. Yes.
What? What did you say?
Whether you're alive, dead, or somewhere in between, you will never defeat me. As long as I'm around, you're destined to lose for all of eternity. I remember what you said earlier in the trial. You said there was no way we could punish you, because you were already dead.
What about it?
Then you said, even when the body dies, the spirit, the ego, it lives on forever. That's very true, Dahlia. And that's exactly the punishment you'll never be able to escape from. For all of eternity, you'll have to remain as Dahlia Hawthorne. A miserable, pathetic, weak creature who can never win at anything.
Ooh, all these burns. I love it.
And for you, there is no escape from that, no hope of freedom. Since the day you were executed, the narrow bridge that once stretched out in front of you has burnt to a crisp.
Ooh, perfect reference, Mia. Nice.
You're wrong. It can't be. How could I lose to the likes of you?
It no longer matters. I don't care whether you win or lose anymore. The only thing I want is for you to come out of Maya's body right now. Get the frick out of here.
Ah!
Ooh, I wish I could scream, but I can't. A-E-I-O-U? Oh, shoot. That's creepy. Ooh. That's creepy.
I'm not ready. Not ready to go.
Ooh. Ooh. That's some creepy stuff right there. You may not be ready, but you're gone, bitch. Bye-bye.
It's Maya. Nick. Sis.
Oh, Maya. Man, this poor girl. Damn. That was creepy as frick.
Now then, I assume you are the real Iris.
Yes, I was just rescued from the sacred cavern.
I must say you and your twin sister are indeed identical from what I can see. In any case, it appears that everything has finally been cleared up. Mr. Godot, what happened to Dahlia Hawthorne?
If you ask me, Your Honor, it looks like she went back to the hell she came from.
Nice.
Ah, it seems that Misty Faye wasn't the only victim of this crime. Maya Faye, as well as the young Pearl Faye, were also victims of this wicked and selfish plan.
Yes, Your Honor.
The tragedy of Medium Valley has finally come to an end, it seems.
Thank goodness. Let it end.
It would be best for everyone if no further attempt was made to channel that spirit again.
Your Honor,
Yes, what is it?
about this whole spirit medium thing, it's almost weird how comfortable you seem to be with the concept now.
Well, to be frank, my younger brother is quite judgmental. He often criticizes me for not studying hard enough. That's why I made a concerted effort to study up on the Karain channeling technique.
Hey, isn't that the New Year's issue of Old Colt? That's his studying? One article.
I've seen quite a few things in my many years on the bench. And in all that time, I finally learned this one thing. Each case is different and takes place in its own world, if you will. In order to fully understand that world, first we have to immerse ourselves in it completely. And that's where my brother and I used to differ.
Never thought of it that way.
At any rate, it's time to pass judgment in the case of Iris of Hazakura Temple.
What? Come on, Godot. She's innocent of actual murder, dude. You're a little too fast with that gavel, Your Honor.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Godot?
This trial, it isn't over yet. That's what he means.
What? Trite. Remember what Miss Evil Spirit said in her testimony? Huh? Dahlia's testimony. Okay. Check out the dagger. Yeah. She got stabbed. It's strange. Clear memory of what happened. Yeah. Okay.
Just as Dahlia Hawthorne was about to attack Maya, she was stabbed and killed by someone.
Yes, that's right.
The person that was ultimately killed was the spirit medium that channeled Dahlia. Elise Donham, no, Misty Faye. But who killed her? We still don't know who did it. Do you have to solve that now? This isn't over? Unless someone else is found guilty, the accused is still on trial. We can't let her walk until there's evidence that proves her innocence. No way. That's stupid. You know she's guilty of other stuff, but she couldn't have possibly killed that woman.
But this court isn't prepared for any further testimony.
The prosecution is ready to call our final witness.
Final witness?
This one will clear up the whole mystery. The mystery of who killed Misty Faye.
Indeed.
Is it really all right, Mr. Prosecutor?
I think Mia knows more than she's letting on. Of course it's all right, Madam Attorney.
Very well then. Who is this final witness?
Ha! Isn't it obvious? There's one person who saw the whole event and will put the final dagger in this case. Ooh, dagger. Nice reference.
Someone who saw the murder took place.
The very person who saw her mother killed in front of her own eyes. You mean Maya? You can't. She can't testify after what she's just been through. Damn, man, let her rest. We need to find the truth. The prosecution calls Maya Faye to the witness stand.
Very well. But first, we'll take a brief recess. We'll have to wait for Miss Fay to recover before summoning her.
Thank goodness. Let the poor girl rest a little. Let her get some food.
Once we receive the doctor's permission, we will proceed with the trial.
Hey, Trite, I've got something to say to you, so listen up.
What is it?
I don't think much of you as a lawyer. It's always the same with you. You somehow manage to just squeak by without even a faint understanding of the case. Some beautiful woman always seems to come dashing in at the last minute to save you.
Ooh, it's so true. He always gets help from Maya and Mia, even Pearl. He's been a lucky man. You've got some nerve.
But that's not going to happen this time. This time, you're going to have to do this by yourself.
That's enough. This court is now in recess.
February 10th, 2:56 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1.
I'm truly sorry about everything. You were working so hard to defend me. But I was missing all day, and we didn't even have a chance to talk.
She's right. When I met Iris at the training hall yesterday, they had already switched places, and Iris was inside the sacred cavern.
I wanted to at least be in the defendant's box today to root you on.
Well, it wasn't your fault. You were locked up this whole time. There's something more important than that, though. I have to ask you, why did you help your sister out as much as you did?
Huh?
If you had tried to get help at the sacred cavern yesterday, you wouldn't have spent an entire day locked up in there.
My sister, I felt sorry for her. She was abandoned by our mother and never got any love from our father either.
Yes, but it was the same for you too, wasn't it?
Yes, but at least I had Sister Bikini, who was like a mother to me. If only Dahlia had come with me to Hazakura Temple. I always loved her. Dahlia was always so smart, so strong. She never complained about a thing. That's why I promised her that I would help her.
You talking about the fake kidnapping case 11 years ago?
Yes, I wanted to be useful to her in some way. But as usual, I was too cowardly. At the last minute, I ran away. Because of that, Dahlia's half-sister, Valerie, ended up...
Oh, that was the case that wounded Mia so badly. So if Iris had been there, I wonder what would have happened then. Poor Terry.
But things didn't end there, of course. Some people suspected that my sister was involved in the murder.
Some people? You must mean...
Yes, 2 defense lawyers. Mia Fey and Diego Armando.
Handsome man.
After poisoning Mr. Armando, who was getting too close to learning the truth, Dahlia even tried to kill the person who had unknowingly hid the poison for her. You.
That's right. Iris, there's one more thing that I have to ask you.
Yes, what is it?
on the night of the murder. The person that cleaned up the corpse of the victim, Elise Stoneham, was it really you?
Yes, it was me. That night, after I rang the lights out bell, I went back to my room. At around 10:30, I received a call on my cell phone.
From who? There's a problem. Come to the inner temple right away.
I got on the snowmobile and headed for the inner temple. But
The fire. The path to the inner temple was cut off, right?
exactly.
You can't just leave the body here. Alright, let's do this as you said. So they did this crazy pendulum.
It was me. I was the one that received her body. The murder weapon had been left in her body so she wouldn't bleed too much. The staff that Mystic Elise always held.
I knew it. So the actual murder weapon was the staff.
Yes, that's right. I brought the body back to the Hazakura temple on the snowmobile.
But why? Why did you alter the body?
I didn't want anyone to know that the staff was the murder weapon. I didn't want to leave anything that would lead back to Misty Faye. So I dressed her in a robe and stabbed her with the shichishito. I wiped the blood off the staff's blade and left it next to her on the ground.
Iris, just tell me one last thing. Tell me the name of the person that called your cell phone. The real killer.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I can't do it. I can't say who did it.
I see. Okay. Defendant!
Yes.
The judge is calling you. He wants to see you in his chambers. He has some questions about Dahlia Hawthorne.
All right. Well then, I'll see you later. There's something I want to tell you later.
Ooh, look at that blush. So cute. Oh, okay. Something she wants to tell me. So it's true. Iris cooperated with the real killer. Maybe even from the very beginning. Phoenix.
Mia. How is Maya doing?
Physically, I'm not worried. She'll recover completely. But emotionally, she's been hurt very badly by this case.
I see. You don't mean she's learned who Elise Stoneham really was?
Yes, I went to the medical office and talked with her. I told her everything I knew.
But why?
Maya is stronger than you think. I knew she could take it. All of it.
What do you mean by that?
I want you to figure that answer out by yourself. The trial is about to restart. The real killer, do you know who it is yet?
Iris wouldn't tell me who called her, but still, I think that just maybe I know who it was. That night, the victim was killed in the garden of the inner temple. And the criminal wasn't just there by accident, which means that the killer knew of Dahlia's plan from the very beginning.
Ah. And one more thing. The victim was moved to the Hazakura temple side by pendulum. In other words, the criminal couldn't cross the bridge. That means they were stuck on the inner temple side for almost an entire day.
Exactly. So the criminal was someone that wasn't in Hazakura temple the following day.
That's as much help as I can give you.
The rest of the battle is yours to win or lose.
Okay, I've got it. Thank you, Mia. Finally, it's almost time to bring this case to an end. What exactly did Maya see anyway? And who was it that actually killed Misty Fey? Whoever it was, I have to prove it. Me, all by myself. All by okay.
All right, finally at the to be continued. This is it, you guys. We're at the final countdown. Okay. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. And until next time, have a nice day. Bye.